Let's be honest, who likes meetings? No one really does. We live in an age of meetings, and mostly we do all of these online. Did you know that an average employee spends 30% of their time in meetings? Well, this might not sound that bad. However, if you add all of these together, that means we spend 3 years in our lifetime just in meetings. We gotta stop meeting like this. And we can agree that some meetings can be vitalizing and energizing, especially when we think about workshops. But most people really think that meetings are not really a good use of time. According to a study, the average meeting participants think that meetings are the number one waste of time. Over 90% of the people reported that they daydream during meetings and they deliberately miss a meeting. 70% of them said that they do some other work during a meeting, and 40% of them said they actually sleep during meetings. So we gotta stop meeting like this. So now I am going to give you a tool that will help you stand out as a leader, as a designer, because as we design interfaces, we can design meeting experiences too. So this tool will help you to design a productive and positive experience for all of your participants so that you can make sure no one ever sleeps during your meeting. To have your participant and you a great experience during a meeting, you gotta start your meeting strong, because the first few minutes of your meeting will predict the quality of the rest of the meeting. It's kind of like a YouTube video. The first few seconds of a YouTube video will predict the quality of the rest of the video. So what does it take to start a meeting strong? It's called 4P method. You're going to share 4 important things. 4 P's. The first P is purpose. Purpose is why the meeting is happening. So as a designer, when you host a review meeting, you can say the purpose of this meeting is to explore 2 user flows to solve the problem of X. This first P needs to link to the goal of the meeting. So you gotta make sure this is a strategic use of your time and the participants' time as well. If you don't give a purpose statement up front, then the conversation can easily pull into different directions, and it will be very hard to bring the participants back to the conversation if you don't state the purpose. And people will be confused and frustrated, and the whole meeting will be absolutely inefficient. So you gotta have a purpose. And it will help the participants to stay focused as well and stay on topic. The next P is product. A product is what the participants of the meeting will have by the end of the meeting. It's something that they didn't have before the start of the meeting. For example, if your purpose is deciding on one of the 2 user flows, then the product of a meeting is a decision which direction you're going to take, which user flow you're going to go ahead with. See, the purpose is a higher level statement and the product is the narrowed down version of it. It is essentially the ultimate result, the ultimate product of a meeting. And the more tangible the product is, the better the people stay on the topic. The third P is personal benefit. The personal benefit of a meeting is why participants feel motivated to contribute to the meeting, to the conversation. So what is the personal benefit? The team's benefit of making a decision of which user flow you're going ahead with. The personal benefit, the team's benefit in this case is it will help us feel aligned on the user flow and the next steps that we need to take to achieve X. The personal benefit statement is important because this will help participants to achieve the product. I really hope you see how these things are coming together. And if you don't provide a personal benefit, a team benefit of the meeting, then that's when people really check out and then they start multitasking or they start sleeping during a meeting. People can easily become passive during the meeting if there is no personal benefit for them. And the final P is process. A process is basically the structure of the meeting. It's very simple. You can provide a structure by sharing an agenda in advance of the meeting. So for example, you can say that we will spend 10 minutes on reviewing user flow A, and we will spend 10 minutes on reviewing user flow B, and then we will have a 10 minutes long discussion and then move on to the next bit and next bit and next bit. So this is basically a step-by-step structure how people will achieve the product. So proper agenda. It will rapidly improve the meeting's quality. So this is the 4P method. I really hope you're going to try this next time. And a couple of things that I want to mention. Your mood, how you start your meeting as a leader of the meeting is super important. So if you started positive and if you're in a positive, cheerful mood, then it will going to impact positively the meeting and the participants as well. They will become very easily positive and cheerful too. But if you start your meeting like really sluggish and then it's like,
let's just get over this meeting, guys.
because I'm clearly not interested. It's like, what the are we doing here again? That will have a negative impact. You as a leader, your mood will impact the participants' mood as well. So if you're not in a positive mood, then pretend. And just some other meeting norms or meeting etiquettes. Invite all of the relevant people to the room, to the online meeting room. Start on time. If you feel that some people don't participate in the meeting, then call them out in a gentle way. Let's say you haven't heard of James for 10 minutes and then you move them to the next topic. So you can easily say that, hey James, I would really value your feedback on user flow A. What do you think would be the benefit to choose that instead of B? So be specific. You can easily bring people back to the conversation if they don't contribute. Also, in the end, take 1 minute to summarize the decision or what just happened during the meeting. And if it's necessary, send people a follow-up email and thank for their time. So that's all I wanted to share with you. And I really hope you're going to try and let me know how it goes. Thanks for watching and I see you next time. Bye.